Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back. I think the New Year's was almost a perfect time for me to come back to NBA SuperCard because, of course, they got the New Year's promos and we were able to pick up an Ignition Pro Kelvin Johnson. Now, I was only in Street Tier before we started back up again January 1st. So when you have a card, at least a pro of a card that is this high, I mean, it's double, close to triple some of the stats of some of my cards. When you have a card this good, you certainly can move up tiers pretty quick. So that's what we're going to check out today. I'm going to show you my next two tiers that I've gotten the freebies on. We're also going to talk about a couple other things. Now, being that I was only Street Tier at the time of doing this or getting this pro, it's kind of interesting, I guess, how I got it. The first Kelvin Johnson, I was able to pull from one of the quests. I can't exactly remember what the quest was, but I did whatever quest it was, and it gave an Ignition New Year's card. So my first one that I pulled was the Kelvin Johnson, and then on the draft board, I somehow pulled another one, even though I was only Street Tier. Now, previous promos, when we did play those, I was thinking that I remembered that if you were lower tier, that you wouldn't be able to get the top tier. I don't even know if there's New Year's cards that are higher than this. Maybe there is. But I was thinking that if you were on the bottom tier that you wouldn't be able to do it. But either way, I pulled it on the draft board. Now, before, you used to be able to pull 4 of the promos. This is the only promo card I pulled on the draft board. And I've had quite a few resets. I've had quite a number of resets in my previous tier on Street. Oh, hey, there's my breakout. That was my breakout freebie, Mitchell Robinson. And when I was leveling that up, actually, I almost didn't even pay attention and went into BIONIC tier right after it. So I would have missed out on a complete free card in the breakout tier if I would have just leveled it up just a little bit more. But either way, it got me all the way up to breakout plus, and good thing that, you know, it stopped itself just like one hair short. That way I could get the breakout, and then I could come over here and get this BIONIC Pro. But let me know in the comments, because I'm certainly curious. You know, do they still offer four pulls on the draft board for the promos? And why is it that I was able to pull the Kelvin Johnson Ignition card on the draft board? Because I'm certainly curious, if I was able to pull that one, why didn't I pull any other ones? And why was it Ignition when I was only in Street Tier? I don't know, a little bit confusing to me. But either way, let's get over here and get our BIONIC freebie. And I should be the next tier pretty soon as well. But Rajon Rondo with the Cavaliers, who played literally like 3 minutes with them, somehow gets a card, which is kind of interesting. Out of all the teams they could have picked, I'm surprised he even has an image, because he barely played. Hardly at all. And I think that was actually the last team he played for. So now looking at my updated deck, and it is very similar to obviously previously, where it's literally impossible to get WNBA pros. Now I have 5 of at least newer ones that are above Street Tier, and about 7 pros that I haven't even done yet. Maybe even 8 pros that I haven't even done yet in any tier above Street Tier, which is, again, the same problem that I used to have, where I would have 15, 16, 17 NBA pros and 0 WNBA pros. I've been pulling those, you know, doing the seasons where I would get guaranteed pros, and every single one of them has been NBA so far. But either way, now I can at least buy them with super coins. I have not done that at all just yet. Y'all have to let me know. Do you recommend, you think that I should do that? You think I should spend them on proing up that WNBA? I feel like that's what I need to do. I mean, I would certainly be able to jump another tier if I was able to get, you know, one of them, and maybe even 2 would jump me up a couple tiers. Here's also another question that I got for you guys, if you could help me out. Level 72, Trophy Chase. Are these requirements the same for every single person? Because these requirements are a little bit difficult. Not only does it have to be breakout, but it has to be an Indiana Pacer. I looked on there, or looked on the catalog sheet, and there's only 2 NBA Pacers in the entire breakout set. The chances of you being able to pull an Indiana Pacer is super small. So I don't know. Y'all will have to let me know. Is it like this? And I did look up a couple other levels, and for the next tier, they do have another one that is for a team. Is this stuff just random, or is it set exactly for every single person? And I don't know, how did you get lucky enough to be able to pull a Pacer when there's only 2 of them? Another thing that I found actually kind of disturbing, coming back to this now, is these new quests, or at least one specific new quest. It says reach gold or above league in PvP. Now, obviously, that's not very friendly for anybody who hasn't played in a while, or maybe doesn't even do PvP. Because for one, PvP lasts an entire week, so it's not like something that you could grind for. And for 2, this actually ends before PvP ends. And so even if you were in silver tier, which I am now, and moved up into gold tier by the end of this PvP, I wouldn't even get this one done, because you have to reach it. I don't know. This just doesn't make sense. Have they been putting up, I guess my question is, have they been putting up these challenges that seem to be almost impossible for a kind of a big majority of the player base? Okay, last question I got for you guys is referring to the Super Dynasty. Now, as you increase tiers, obviously these rewards get better, which is awesome. I mean, again, I've been having an absolute blast playing Super Dynasty. Probably my favorite new aspect of the game, these guaranteed pros. Amazing. The fact that you can get these special cards, also awesome. But where do these tiers cap out at? Can you get the top tier if you are the top tier? Or is there, I guess, a limit? Kind of like the fusions, you know, the fusion never does the top tier and you'll never get to the top tier. So is this kind of the same thing? Or as I'm increasing tiers, will the rewards always follow that and kind of give me the specials and the guaranteed pros of whatever tier that I'm in all the way to the top? We're really going to try to do a stream here in the next couple days. So if you want to come check that out, be sure y'all hit that subscribe button, and I'll let y'all know. I've been certainly getting back more into it. We're going to try to hit up this super coin hustle and figure it out. It got some pretty nice rewards that I figured I would, you know, try to get. But either way, guys, hopefully y'all enjoyed, and I will see everybody again soon. Y'all have a great Monday. Y'all take it easy. We're out. Peace.